Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope all of you doing pretty good. Today we have a 10-meter pistol shooter with us, and the sport is different for me. I always usually train like high intensity guys, soccer, tennis, football guys. So this is a different sport for me. Today we're gonna work on his scapular strength and shoulder mobility, because in this sport it's based on performance sport. So when you do needs analysis of any athlete, one of the factor we have to take in consideration is it a skill or performance dominant sport, or is it a physical dominant sport? So this is more skill dominant sport, and we have to make sure that his shoulders, his scapular strength is very good, it's mobile because of the posture issue. So usually what happens is that you have to stand in this direction, and then you have to face you have to face towards the target and shoot this way. So your scapular strength and your shoulder mobility plays a very important role in your posture, because if your posture is this, it will be hard for you to shoot. So while we work on the scapular strength and shoulder mobility, we are trying him to get to this position so that he can lock his shoulders, he can use all the scapular strength so that he can maintain that posture and shoot. And the other thing we focus on this athlete is his hip mobility and glute strength, because they have to do this pelvic anterior lock before shooting. So they stand this way, they do the lock, and then they go for a shoot. So this is the two main thing I work with this athlete, but today we are working with scapular strength and shoulder mobility. So without further ado, let's jump into the actual training. The first exercise we are doing here is the shoulder external rotation with bands. Now you can do this exercise on cable or use different tension bands. I'm using the lightest one. It will depend on the advancement of the athlete. So yes, here we are mainly working on rotator cuff. Now this entire session I am focusing mainly on rotator cuff, and you will know as you see the video, you will know why I am focusing on rotator cuff, because it's very sport specific. Rotator cuffs is mainly to stabilize your glenohumeral joint, that is your shoulder joint, and it is basically made of 4 muscles. Your rotator cuffs are made up of basically 4 muscles. That is, first is supraspinatus. Now supraspinatus is located at the back of your scapula. It originates from the upper part of the scapula and attaches to your greater tubercle. Now the main part of the supraspinatus is to initiate abduction. Now if you see the sport of shooting, you need shoulder abduction to lift that pistol. So that is done, that is initiated by supraspinatus, and then your deltoids take over. So we are working on that. Second is infraspinatus, whose main purpose is external rotation. Now again, when you are going for a shooting, lifting the pistol, you do abduction, you initiate the movement, and then you do external rotation of your scapula. So that means your posture is not hunched, you're in good posture, your chest is up, and you are in an optimal position to shoot. Third is subscapularis, which is located in anterior part of your scapula. It attaches to your lesser tubercle, and the main part of it is internal rotation. Now yes, internal rotation doesn't require that much in this sport, but again we need to work on that, to work on all part of muscle of that rotator cuff. And the last is teres minor, which is also the main purpose of that is external rotation. And all these muscles are sitting right beneath each other. If you see the anatomy of scapula and rotator cuff muscles, it sits right below each other. So yes, all these muscles we are working right now, and all these muscles come together and make a sheath around the glenohumeral joint to stabilize and help it to move optimally.